Checkpoints are in place with police cordoning off access to parts of the parliamentary precinct. The Solomon Islands Prime Minister plans to change the constitution to delay next year's election and stay in power until 2024. The opposition warns that will trigger political unrest and protests in the capital.
I object to anything that undermines the mandate and the role and the place of the people in decision-making, affecting especially a matter as important as the life of Parliament itself.
The Solomon Islands is due to host the Pacific Games next November. Manasseh Sogavare says the island nation can't afford to hold an election in the same year. Some analysts say postponing the vote is considered an attempt to quash democracy.
This is not generally considered to be what the people of Solomon Islands want. They take their elections quite seriously. You know, it's quite a politically engaged society and community.
Since Honiara signed a security agreement with Beijing, critics have expressed concern about its growing influence. The deal allows Chinese police and law enforcement teams to be based in the capital to ensure public order. But Pacific analysts say the implications of China's presence on the island nation are far-reaching. Last week, the Solomon Islands banned US naval ships from its ports.
Keeping US ships away from Solomon Islands would certainly be in China's interests right now. And I think it's been safely established that Prime Minister Sogavare has been the most accommodating Pacific leader of China's strategic intent in the region.
The opposition shares similar concerns.
What is happening now that concerns me is that Prime Minister Sogavare is so pro-China and clearly anti-US and its allies. That concerns me a great deal. It's not good for the future of this country.
And he says it challenges the Pacific's traditional partners in the region. Australia has revised its travel advice, warning of potential further unrest in the capital. It's a matter that will be raised by Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese when he meets his counterpart in coming weeks. The Solomon Islands leader says delaying the election will be a one-off. There's little doubt Sogavare's plan for constitutional reform will be passed, as his government holds a majority in Parliament. Sarah Clarke, Al Jazeera, Brisbane, Australia.